Really close, but good lane positioning to see. Just wait, just wait. So in this situation, you wait. Let's just watch it one more time so you guys can see. I want you to wait for that vehicle to make that complete choice and then pass. So we're going down this road. We have right now bad line of sight because we're in a bad spot. Okay, lane position 2. Remember what I said, you want to get to center, but you also want to position yourself for space cushion, escape routes, and then also for good line of sight. That's part of the planning method. Position yourself for safety. So lane position 2, this is all you can see. You can't see around the vehicle at all because of where you're at. So lane position 1, which we're going to go into real soon, is that you can all of a sudden see around the vehicle. Now, why would this person want to switch lanes? More than likely, this person wants to go and turn right at some point up ahead. Now, what's going to prevent him from switching that lane? You already know with your orientation, OODA loop, okay? Part of planning is I based it off of OODA loop. So observe, orient, decide, act, okay? So orient yourself is where you place yourself in reality, in space and time, to where you know where things are at. It's a situational awareness thing. So planning, position yourself for safety, locate hazards, adapt to those hazards, and then navigate around threats is all based off the OODA loop. So the thing is, you know that the vehicle's there, you know this guy's turning right, and you know now why he might not want to stay there or go there. It's like this weird situation. It's like, why are you switching to a lane that possibly is going slower and there's a car right in front of you? The only explanation I can have for that is he wants to turn right at some point. So I'm just going to sit back and wait. Now you could see. See? It's all about positioning yourself for safety. Lane position 1. What is that? 2, 3. Lane position 1 is going to give you the best line of sight right now because this guy is blocking lane position 2 and 3's line of sight. So lane position 1, now that you see it, gives you the best, vision? It's going to give you the best, it's not space cushion because we're still the same distance from the car, but if you think about it, if you just accelerate like he's going to do, you're going to go through that little gap. You're going to brake, and if you brake and then you stop way in front of the vehicle, well, guess what? You're in front of the vehicle. So your total stopping distance is however you feel like stopping. Your escape path, you do have a small shoulder. And guess what? Motorcycles have tiny little tires, only one in the front, one in the back. We don't have side-by-side, so we can actually thread that needle if we had to. So that is easily an escape path and is going to be where we go through just in case for total stopping distance, and it's where our vision is. So this right here is the best position to be in. And this is exactly what happened. And this is hopefully never happens to you. We're just way too close for my liking. I don't like it. I'm going to roll off the throttle at this point. All right, cool. So he decided to switch lanes. He's not even out of the lane yet. So I understand the impatience. I understand wanting to go and get out of there and just go, boop, go ahead and go through. The thing is, when I see something like this is right here, my escape path. My total stopping distance is way up here where those other cars are. So I'm not too concerned by that. And then also my vision is really good. So I'm in a good position. I still don't like the fact that this guy could swerve left a little bit and then slam the brakes and then hit me. So what I'm doing is waiting for him to completely move over, and then I'm going to go. Okay, so what's going to happen here is you're going to see his RPMs. I think those are his RPMs. No, that's his speedometer. His RPMs are over here, I think. You're going to see his speedometer increase. So it looks like he's going about 78 because this right here is like 80. So he's actually going to increase his speed to pass this vehicle before the vehicle even gets into the other lane. So now he's going 80. Okay, so he's going 80. And now we have one of two choices. We could decelerate, which might be the better option, which is just applying a little bit of that front brake, just a little bit, not a lot. Do not panic and squeeze it or slam it. You can squeeze it just a little bit of progressive brake pressure because he's already trying to accelerate. He's going 80. What's your bike? Can it do 90? Yeah, maybe, but is it going to take a couple seconds to get to 90? You don't have a couple seconds. What you do is have maybe a second, and braking is going to give you the best option. So braking or just switching over onto the shoulder if you have to is going to be the option. So those are the only two options you have at this point. At this point, going back to that previous video, it's like, well, at this point, you only have 3 options. Well, at this point, you only have 2. Prior to this, you had multiple options. Don't put yourself in these situations in the first place. Wait for that vehicle to completely switch lanes and then go. That's what I want you guys to do. Just wait. Just wait. That's a good question, and it's a great question. So it's like, if you don't want to use the shoulder because it has gravel, now you have multiple factors of possibly crashing because you lost traction. Well, then let's stay on the road. How do we get to the point where we're staying on the road? How do we get to the point to we're staying here so that we never have to touch that shoulder? Why would we ever touch the shoulder? It's an emergency. So I'd rather take partial gravel at 80 miles an hour over crashing into the back of this vehicle. But what I want to do is stay here. I want to stay on the road. So how about I just increase my space cushion? I increase my space cushion. That's my sign for space cushion. I want to increase that. I want to increase that. Now, I also want to have the best line of sight. Now, when he gets closer, now he's in lane position 1. Here's 2 and 3. So the best line of sight is right here. The best escape path at this moment is there. Your total stopping distance is huge. So you have all of this right here. So I want to be in lane position 1. I never want to go over here unless I have to. That's the case. So if I have to, I will, but I'm going to not put myself in that situation by maintaining the space cushion